Welcome to the step-by-step process of how to create your own presentation on Google Earth. What I'll do is I will show you a walkthrough of how to create a presentation by adding push pins, a path, and some layering. What your objective is for this lesson is to create your own Google Earth tour by implementing those three elements, as well as making sure that you pick a location in the Dalles that you could talk about. For my example, I will show you the Cirrhosis Park and how I incorporated that. Now, I've already made this presentation beforehand to show you, but I'll show you how to add some elements to it and how I did that. So let's walk you through. So over here I have this folder that I made, it's Cirrhosis Park. I can click on it, and it's going to zoom us in. It's a tour of a field trip to Cirrhosis Park that our class will be taking. Our class won't be really taking it, but that's what I titled it. As you can see here, I have different push pins for each of the different sections that I wanted to highlight at Cirrhosis Park. Exercise structure, Cirrhosis meeting area, parking lot, restrooms, the track, the baseball field. And when you click on it, a message pops up to tell us a little bit about it. Gives a little description. So the volleyball court, it's on huge sanded volleyball court. It's one huge sanded volleyball court. The exercise structure is exercise balls and sit-ups and pull-up location. The tennis court is 2 different courts to play and practice your tennis skills. So what you can do is you can add a push pin with a title and a description. Let me show you how to do that. You go over here to this yellow push pin button. You click it. And then the screen will pop up, but first what you want to do is you see the highlighting push pin, put it wherever you want it. So I'm just going to put it right here so we can label it Cirrhosis Track again. Just give another push pin for Cirrhosis Track. The title of your push pin goes right here. Cirrhosis Track. If you have an image of it, you can Google your image and add it to here by adding images. And then you put the URL, the web page, copy and paste the web page address right here. Press OK, and they'll pop up down there. But we don't have one. And then you can add a description here. I'm going to put a 1-mile trip around the park. And also, you don't have to do this, it's not required, but a nifty little feature is you can change the push pin, kind of like what we did in Google Maps, to anything you want. And I'm going to put, a little guy here to represent that we're going to walk the track. And we press OK. And there it is. So when we click on it, we should be able to see the title and the description we wrote. If we added a picture, we would be able to see that too, but that won't be required this time. The next key element is creating a path. As you can see here, I've created a path with a title and description. This is just a short of a mile-long track for kids to burn their extra energy. And this track just represents the Cirrhosis Park track that's located over there. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to create a path around the whole thing just to demonstrate how to do that. Whoop, push the wrong button there. So I go over here and click Path. I'm going to title it Whole Park. Add a description. Here is the whole Cirrhosis Park. You don't get an actual image on this one, you just get the line, so you don't have to worry about changing the push pin. Press OK. And then you'll see this little cursor. Oh, it should have popped up. Whoops, didn't pop up. Let's try that again. Whole park. This is the whole Cirrhosis Park. So I guess we're going to leave that up, and then we're going to start creating our path. So what you do is you click on where you want it after you press OK. So I go over here. Oops. And what you're going to do is you're going to click and drag. So you're going to click where you want to start, hold down the left mouse button, and drag by forming your line. So I'm going to drag all the way around because I want just to create a path of this whole park. Then I let go, and I get a little cursor. I press OK. And so every time that I click on my path I made, I can see the title and the description. The last thing I want to show you is the layering effect of what you can do with an image. And now for the layering effect. As you can see here, we've created the path, and I've taught you how to insert push pins, but for the layering I'm going to focus more on this because I have a picture I found online of the Columbia River, and I want to layer it over this Columbia River to show you. So click over here online. I have this picture. I'm going to copy and paste. Control V is to paste, Control C is to copy it into my Google document here. Going to click over here where it says Add Image Overlay. I'm going to have to put a title. Columbia River. The link that I have just copied and now need to paste of the image I took, and a description. As you can see, there's this button that makes it more clear that you can fade away, and what this does is helps you layer it to the correct location so it can be exactly on top of each other. So let's try to see if we can maneuver this so the rivers are on top of each other. It's a little down. We use these green arrows over here to maneuver it to where we want it. Try to find the exact location. Nothing's going to be perfect, but it'll be pretty close. So then we wipe it out and we'll still be able to see the river. That's pretty darn close. So adding an image overlay can be anything. It doesn't have to be this map, but I chose to do the map because that's just what I found on Google. But there's also others. There's this map that I found that talks about the riverfront trail, and you can overlay that image as well. So we can clear it out, or we can zoom it back in. So we'll press OK, and now we have an image overlay. So all of the things that we did should be able to be seen over here to the left. We added a path of the whole park. We did an image overlay of the Columbia River. And we added a push pin into the Rosas track. If we don't want to see the map anymore, we just click on this little check, and it's gone. If we want it back, we check. The same with the push pin and the path. So your objective now is to create your own Google Earth presentation on a specific location in the Dalles. For example, the Rosas Park that I did. There's many other parks that you could do. There's schools you could do. There's different locations. You want to be very creative, but make sure that the goal is to add push pins, at least 3, 1 path, and at least 1 image overlay. Alright, enjoy!